What if I told you that two simple words you speak every day are secretly programming your future? These two words have shaped every aspect of your life, from your bank account to your relationships, your health to your happiness, whether you've realized it or not. The words, I am. Forget everything you thought you knew about language. I am isn't just identification. It's a command to your subconscious mind and the universe itself. Every time you say, I am sick, I am broke, I am not good enough, your brain doesn't question it. It simply says, your command is my wish. But here's where it gets interesting, and why most people remain trapped in cycles they desperately want to escape. The villain isn't the world around you. It's not the economy, your past, or other people. The true opponent is invisible. The assumptions you don't even realize you're making. You see, beneath your conscious thoughts lies a far more powerful force, your subconscious mind, and it doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's vividly imagined. This is where the law of assumption comes in, a principle so fundamental yet so overlooked that it's hiding in plain sight. Whatever you assume to be true about yourself, your circumstances, and the world around you will eventually become your reality. Not because you believe it, but because this law operates regardless of your awareness. Think about it. How many times have you said, I am so unlucky, right before a streak of bad fortune? Or, I am always late, just before rushing frantically to another appointment? Modern quantum physics has shown us something remarkable. Particles exist in states of possibility until observed. Your consciousness literally shapes physical reality at the most fundamental level. Your brain doesn't know the difference between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. The same neural pathways fire either way. This isn't philosophy, it's neuroscience. Everything in existence is energy vibrating at different frequencies. Your thoughts and emotions aren't abstract concepts. They're energetic states that broadcast specific frequencies into the universe. So here's the million-dollar question. If your I am statements are programming your reality, and the law of assumption is always working, who have you been unconsciously choosing to be? What if the person you've been settling for is just one version in an infinite multiverse of possibilities? What if the version of you living your dream life already exists? The good news? You can consciously choose which reality you step into through the power of your I am statements and assumptions. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to harness this power, the same techniques used by history's most successful individuals, from spiritual masters to business titans. You're about to discover how to rewrite the unconscious programming that's been running your life on autopilot. Are you ready to step into your power? Because once you understand this, there's no going back to who you were before. Throughout history, the wisest teachers have tried to tell us this truth. From ancient scriptures to quantum physicists, They've all pointed to the same revelation. Consciousness creates reality. Neville Goddard, one of the greatest teachers of this principle, explained, "You are already that which you want to be, and your refusal to believe it is the only reason you do not see it." Think about how much energy you've spent trying to change your circumstances, while your "I am" statements and assumptions have been actively creating the opposite of what you desire. It's like trying to drive with one foot on the gas and one on the brake. It isn't about positive thinking. This is about understanding how your brain actually works. When you say "I am," your subconscious treats it as a command, not a wish, not a hope, but an absolute instruction to make reality conform. When you worry about paying your bills, repeatedly thinking "I don't have enough," you're not observing reality, you're creating it. Your subconscious says, "They want to experience lack. Let's find more evidence of that." Brain science confirms this. Your hypothalamus can't distinguish between a real threat and an imagined one. This is why visualization is so powerful. Your brain processes imagined experiences as real instructions. The real villain isn't your circumstances. It's the invisible prison of your assumptions, beliefs so deeply embedded that you don't even recognize them as choices. These assumptions are like water to a fish, so omnipresent that they're invisible. I always get sick in winter. Money doesn't come easily to people like me. My family has always struggled with weight. Sound familiar? Every time you say "I am," you're choosing which version of yourself to embody. The law of assumption states that whatever state you occupy, you will externalize in your world. In quantum physics, this is similar to the observer effect. Consciousness collapses waves of possibility into particles of experience. Your attention and assumption determine which potential reality becomes your actual experience. Here's where most people go wrong with techniques like affirmations. They try to plant new seeds in the conscious mind while their subconscious remains programmed with opposing beliefs. This creates inner conflict, not transformation. The missing ingredient? Emotion. Napoleon Hill called it the eternal elixir of faith. Your feelings are the fuel that power your words from empty phrases to commands that shape reality. When you say "I am wealthy" with doubt, anxiety, or emptiness, you're sending mixed signals. But when you say it while feeling the security, freedom, and joy of wealth, even before it materializes, you've aligned your entire being with that reality. Every emotion has its own vibrational frequency. When you consistently vibrate at the frequency of what you desire, rather than what you fear, you naturally tune into that station of reality. This isn't mystical thinking. It's how energy works. You are not a passive recipient of circumstances. You are the conductor of your reality. Your "I am" statements are the sheet music you hand to the universe's orchestra. Society has programmed you since birth. News headlines, family dynamics, education systems, all implanting assumptions about who you are and what's possible. But here's the revolutionary truth. You get to choose which programming to accept. This is your invitation to conscious creation, to step through the doorway of deliberate assumption into the life you truly desire. The question isn't whether the law of assumption works. It's whether you're using it intentionally or by default. Now, let me show you how to put this understanding into practice with specific techniques that rewire your subconscious mind and align your entire being with your desires. The first technique is conscious I am reprogramming. Take inventory of your habitual statements. When you catch yourself saying, "I am broke," immediately replace it with, "I am attracting financial abundance." This isn't denial, it's choosing which reality seed to water. The second technique is emotionalized imagination. Spend 5 minutes each morning and evening vividly imagining your desired reality as already achieved. The key is to generate the emotions you would feel if it were already true. Your brain and nervous system respond to this as actual experience. The third technique is Neville Goddard's revision practice. Before sleep, mentally revisit and rewrite negative experiences from your day. This isn't denial, but recognition that your perception shapes reality more than events themselves. The fourth technique leverages the multiverse concept from quantum physics. Imagine that infinite versions of you already exist across parallel realities. The version living your dream life exists now. Your job is simply to align with and step into that reality. The fifth technique is the as-if principle. Live today as if your desired reality is already your present experience. How would you dress, speak, think, and carry yourself if you were already the person you aspire to be? This collapses the gap between realities. The sixth technique is the I Am Journal. Each morning, write 5 empowering I am statements in the present tense, followed by evidence you notice that supports these new assumptions. This trains your mind to find proof of your desired reality. The seventh technique is Neville's imaginal acts. Create short, detailed mental scenes implying your desire is fulfilled. Focus on sensory details. What would you see, hear, feel? End with the satisfaction of achievement. Practice this for just a few minutes, but with complete concentration. The eighth technique is energy clearing. Consciously remove influences that reinforce limiting beliefs, negative news, complaining friends, or environments that trigger self-doubt. Your consciousness is too powerful to expose to constant contradiction. The ninth technique is filter identification. Our minds filter reality through our dominant assumptions. If you believe good things never last, you'll find evidence everywhere. Take inventory of your mental filters by journaling. What assumptions am I making about this situation? The ninth technique is filter identification. Our minds filter reality through our dominant assumptions. If you believe good things never last, you'll find evidence everywhere. Take inventory of your mental filters by journaling. What assumptions am I making about this situation? Remember, emotion is the fuel that powers this entire process. You can consciously choose your emotional state. When you notice fear or doubt rising, don't fight it. Simply redirect your attention to evidence supporting your desired assumption instead. Consistency is crucial. Neuroplasticity research shows that repeated mental patterns physically rewire your brain. Practice these techniques daily for at least 21 days to establish new neural pathways that support your desired reality. Now you understand the revolutionary truth. I am isn't just identification. It's the most powerful creative force available to you. Your assumptions aren't observations of reality. They're instructions for its creation. In this grand multiverse of infinite possibility, you are not a passive observer, but an active selector of which reality you experience. Your I am statements are the tuning mechanism. I invite you now to look in the mirror of possibility and declare who you truly choose to be. Not who you've been told you are, not who your past suggests you must remain, but who you consciously choose to embody from this moment forward. Complete this sentence with absolute conviction. I am this. The power has always been within you, not in external circumstances, not in other people's approval, not in past events. The law of assumption has been operating all along. Now you can use it consciously to craft the life you truly desire. As you move forward from this moment, notice how differently you perceive the world. Watch as your assumptions shift from limitation to possibility. Observe as your external reality begins to reflect these inner changes. You are not the product of your circumstances. You are the creator of them. You are not defined by your past. You are defined by the I am statements you choose to embody now. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to become conscious of the I am statements you make throughout each day. Choose them deliberately. Fuel them with emotion. Watch as your life transforms before your eyes. In this vast multiverse of infinite possibility, who will you choose to be? Which reality will you step into? The power of assumption awaits your command. Remember always, it all begins with two simple words.